right, so why did I decide to join the Air Force? Well, it definitely was not a spur of the moment decision. I have been contemplating, desiring to join the Air Force for well over some time now. I'd say about 10 years now. When I very first inquired about the Air Force, I didn't qualify because I didn't meet their height and weight standards. Um, I was about 50 pounds overweight then, and the recruiter was really nice. He was like, "You're young, you can lose the weight, just put your mind to it, you know." So lo and behold, about a year later, that same recruiter called me back. Well, not only had I not lost the 50 pounds, I had gained even more. I think by then I was like 80 pounds overweight. And how embarrassing was it to tell the recruiter that I had gained weight, not lost weight. So, of course, I still didn't qualify. And so, I kind of like, eventually I'm going to lose the weight, but I don't know, whatever. So, a couple years later, I had a child. And I still had it in my mind to be in the Air Force. I just hadn't lost the weight yet. So, recently, after I've lost the weight, I got down to what was considered the height and weight standards. So I called the recruiter and let him know, and by now I had moved to another state. So I got a different recruiter and talked with him and let him know, everything. And so, of course, I fit the height and weight standards now. Well, now this time, my disqualifying was that I was a single parent. Well, I found out there was a way to try to get around it, was to completely give up my custody of my daughter. And that wasn't a big deal because that's nothing more than a piece of paper. And my dad was willing to help me out with that. But I don't know, something just didn't sit well with me. And then also I had did a little research online and even talked to a few recruiters that, that could possibly get you in trouble later on. So I had kind of pretty much, I was going to look into a little bit more, but then I don't know, my 28th birthday came and gone, and so that disqualified me from being active duty. You have to be active duty before your 28th birthday. So my 28th birthday came and gone. I was still a single parent. So, I kind of looked at that dream as, oh, there goes a dream that I didn't get to grasp hold of. Well, somebody at work who had known that it was my dream and goal of mine asked me. They were like, how'd that go with, they knew I went and had an interview with the recruiter and everything. How'd that go? And I told them and everything, and they were like, well, what about the reserves? It hadn't even crossed my mind to do Air Force Reserves. So I think not even a week or two after I've talked with my coworker, I went and talked with a recruiter, Air Force Reserves recruiter, and within 30 days, I was enlisted. I think I contacted the recruiter like sometime the end of December or sometime the middle of December. I went to the MEP station. I'm going to have to give an update about just how MEPS was, period. I went to MEPS and my physical and all that. Everything came back clear, clean, ready to go. And I enlisted on January the 14th. I signed my papers, took my oath. I picked my job. And I'm just waiting for May the 4th to get here. The job I chose was utility systems. That's like water waste management. And it was offering a bonus. It was offering really nice 3 bonuses actually, and I was very happy with that. And reserves are actually a lot different from active duty. With active duty, you pick your job, they send you where that job is needed. Well, with reserves, because you're stationed locally, you got a list of jobs that are needed in that area. So it's not a wide range to really choose from. But since this was truly an honor, a goal that I had, I was happy. I didn't care if I was going to be scrubbing toilets. I wanted to do this. My dad did 28 years in the Air Force, and I definitely wanted to follow in his footsteps. So I've lost the weight. I've joined the Air Force. I'm going to do all I can. I know there's a loophole somewhere. I'm going to do all I can to make this reserves a full-time active duty something. I don't know what I got to do, but I'm going to definitely try to do it. So that's my story of how and why I joined the Air Force Reserves.